Acquisition of skills geared towards achieving the concept of self-reliance and employment is no doubt crucial to capacity and nation building. The current situation in the country calls for a practical knowledge of technical and entrepreneurial skills on the part of graduates of higher institutions, considering the fact that government can no longer satisfy the employment needs of the citizenry. Kogi State College of Education Technical Kabba had been living up to expectation in this regard through a good number of vocational trainings available in all departments. The exhibition of 2021-2022 academic session of Home Economics Department of the institution justified this assertion as a good number of locally processed food and household items were displayed to showcase the entrepreneurial skills acquired by the outgoing NCE3 students. These include varieties of local delicacies, drinks, hair and body cream, as well as textile products, among others.
This is the locust beans powder that was used to make the cake. This is the locust beans cake. Locust beans cake? Yes. Locust beans cake. The locust beans we eat.
Plantain.
That's plantain namala.
Raw soup.
To go with this one.
Yes, it goes with it. Egusi. It's egusi soup with yam flour. And then with a drink. This is white guinea corn made into jollof rice, into jollof corn. This is corn flour with vegetable soup. This is okra ogbono packed with rice flour, or grounded rice. This is locally made. She milled rice by herself, and then she used it to prepare jollof rice and garnish it with carrots and cucumber. This is yam flour. The person making this yam flour, you see the color of this is different from the one we saw before. So she fermented part of the yam under the shade, and then she fermented another part under the sun. So the one under the sun,
fermented
under the sun,
under the shade.
Yes. No.
Another one directly under the sun.
So they'll give you different color, even if it is the same yam. This is unfermented. You can see the color is different from the previous two. Unfermented yam.
Okay.
Then here we have white beans stew. Some people will call it jollof stew. Jollof beans. It's not in home economics. It is called stewed beans. And the weju to go with amala. This amala is made from water yam, fermented water yam. This one is unfermented water yam. Unfermented water yam. When they dry it, you see the whole body will be white. But when you break it into the inside. While we are looking at acha is very good for diabetes. Those who are suffering from diabetes and hypertension, they are not supposed to take anything that contains high level of carbohydrates. It's wrong. They made by themselves using juice. This is juice, apple, and then wool are made on old clothes. So instead of throwing your t-shirt away that it is faded, just change the color and change the design. This is sour sauce. Sour sauce. Mami water. This is Winnie the Pooh.
I want to say that the exhibition is getting better every year. This is a better one than the one that happened last year. And like the MC said, it tells us that we really, when we say we want to do exhibition, we really have something to showcase. If the home economics can do this, then the whole college should be able to do something more wonderful. So it's a good time.
They use yam flour to make cake. They use cassava to make cake. That is already in existence. They use corn flour, corn to make cake. Even beans. This cake is normal cake that you mix with butter. You use cake flour to make the cake. So what we're trying to do really is to see how we improve on our foods and to see how we can change some of our food habits. If you noticed from the display, they made a lot of vegetable soup. Many of them made vegetable soup because we are looking at the health aspect of life for every human being, particularly the elderly. So, and then to play down on consumption of carbohydrates. So, even though we had yam flour there, but having gone through the process of fermentation, it is not harmful to diabetics. Then we also have water yam flour. We have cocoyam flour. We had plantain flour on ripe plantain we made. They also use it to make cake. So we are looking at a situation whereby in the next 5 years we can change some of the way we eat. All the food that were packaged had no preservatives, no additives, no color added. And then we went into experimenting to see how and what it will look like the yam flour. We fermented some under the shade. We fermented some under the sun. And then we didn't ferment at all. And I tell you, they used all this to make food. And you can see from their products, different colors of one yam. The unfermented at all, that's after peeling, it's just on dry. It's so dark. The other one is like coffee brown. The other one is lighter. The one that was fermented under the shade is darker than the one that was fermented under the sun. So there's a lot of chemical reaction that has taken place.
We displayed a dinner gown. Then we also display office wear. That's those things we display on stage. Then we display our toys because I'm one of the home economics students. Then we display our toys. After displaying our toys, then we display our food production because some made cassava flour, while some made gari, while some made corn flour. So we display our food. After displaying our food, then we display our different kind of juice we made too because home economics depend on hand work. So after displaying everything, then we are the one that do our decoration too by ourselves. So that's those things we displayed, and it was awesome.
The students, in the efforts to add value to the exhibition, embarked on fashion parade.
We'll start with the contestant number 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
They also put on a uniform dress to showcase their tailoring skills as they danced with the provost and head of Home Economics Department. With the items displayed by the students as well as outstanding impacts made by previous students, it will not be wrong to conclude that the institution had justified its mandate.
The clothes they wore, they sew it themselves. And they were not tailored from home. So they got the knowledge from here. We have what it takes to train them. At least we have nothing less than 10 sewing machines. And so even cooker that they use to prepare their meal, we have them. So thanks to His Excellency for giving us the privilege to train them. And thanks also to TET Fund, that is a Tertiary Education Trust Fund, who is funding us from time to time. We are grateful to them. They have what it takes to go into the community and become something good. I know that a student of ours who graduated from here single-handedly catered for a wedding in Igala land, and they came to tell me. So there's a lot they can do, and like I said before, we are training them to become self-reliant, not to wait for government job. Anybody that graduates with this type of knowledge certainly should be able to take care of herself or himself and the family.
These are the third set. The first and the second set, most of them are on their own. They are self-employed. Reports reaching us even says that some of them have even gone into full-time catering. Some of our staff who will travel for wedding or burial, they will see that some of the old students are the one catering. Because even in the area of catering and in the area of sewing, so they are equipped to be self-employed.
We have what it takes to do anything here. We are technical education, we are vocational education, we are science education. We are the answer to the current questions of the society. We innovate, we invent, and we produce. So that is one thing unique about us.
We Home Economics students, I believe that we are going higher because our handwork, because if there is no even work, if there is no government work for us, then we can, by God's grace, our handwork, we use our handwork, because some are good in cake baking, some are good in decoration, while some are good in interior decoration, while some are good in fashion designers. So we have so many things in Home Economics that we are good in. Some are good in juice. They can make different kind of juice, either fruit or juice you want. So we have handwork in Home Economics. So we are self-employed.
It was wonderful so far, because this event, the way we saw it today, it was tremendous, you understand, because this set, at least, they are the best performing ones so far since inception of our entrance to this college.
But if I had known the life I was searching for was looking me right in the eye, oh. If I had known the life I was searching for was already my own.
Efforts, according to the head of Home Economics Department, are being made to move to a greater height.
I'm looking towards the department producing things not only for the college, for the immediate community and other local governments, and by extension, the states at large. We want to go into production of pure water and bottled water. We want to, like you saw them, they produce Izal and or whatnot, liquid soap, they can do bar soap. You saw tie and dye there. So we are also planning to make our own academic gown for students and lecturers alike, staff alike. So then, aside from that, we want to go into other areas like bread making.
Worthy of note among the students are two male staff of Home Economics Department who took up the task of acquiring vocational skills to better their lots.
I need to know about clothing and textile. Exactly, sir. Yes, sir. Sewing and knitting.
What make me forward myself is that I want to raise my level in terms of education and in terms of the staff, in terms of the school which I'm working here.
I know the life I was searching for was already my own.
Exhibition by the Home Economics Department can be described as an experiment, as plans are underway to embark on a mega display of all skills acquired by students in the institution.
I would say this is a litmus test, preparing us for greater tomorrow. By the special grace of God, the college is planning an exhibition that will come in the first quarter of the year. By the special grace of God, we believe this is just a preparatory program preceding the major program that will come up in the year, which will entail showcasing most of the activities and products of this college in various departments, because it's not going to be limited to home economics alone. It's going to cut across all the departments of the school. So it is the school that is going to host the joint exhibition that will be coming up later in the year.
What's happened is to show to the entire world that out of about 12 departments, we just showcase 11, not just a full department. What you have here is NC3. Out of the NC1, 2, 3, just the NC3 has just been able to show us what they were able to put together. So what this portrays to the entire world is that we have 12 departments in the college that is coming together for a mega exhibition ever in the history of the North Central of Nigeria. You know, we are good at breaking news. Just recently, we came out with a drone that we are going into industries such as agriculture, such as defense, such as media, just like you have, and so many things that the whole world is talking about. And I'm talking about the drone invented by our own Adebayo Kehinde, who has brought a good news to the college. Now the college is now partnering with NASDA, National NASDA in Abuja, at the Obasanjo Space Center, where we are now having an MOU to go into a diploma program in innovation and development. Now, what we have here is one out of about 36 programs we want to exhibit in the next 2 to 3 months. We, like my chairman, the chairman of the exhibition committee had just spoke about, we are coming out with one of the biggest and the mega exhibition ever in North Central. So what this is telling us is that we should prepare our mind to see a better and bigger exhibition in the whole of the North Central. And thankful to His Excellency that has given us the environment to operate freely.
The grass is greener where you water the ground. That's what I found when I took the ride. I realized the mountain I've been climbing is nothing but sand, I didn't know, I already had the answers. No, I didn't know. But if I had known.
Kogi State College of Education Technical Kabba has come of age, going by a number of developments on ground, as well as future expectations.
By the grace of God Almighty, you have not seen anything. This morning, the Teachers Registration Council has just given us interim approval for our postgraduate diploma. We don't need any university affiliation for what the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria needs. We have it here. And by the grace of God, latest by February ending, lecture will begin. Just like I said, you have not seen anything. By the grace of God, we are going to start something about airspace. It's also a diploma program. So those of you who are here, tell them at home that College of Education Technical Kabba is going to become a household name in Kogi State and in Nigeria. Amen. I want you to know and start sending messages home. We are going to have our study centers in 2 major places now. First at Obajana, second at Isolu, the headquarters of Yagba Federal Constituency.
Do you live your life according to the doctor's confession? The Bible says, who had believed our report?